Hi, it's Richard Perry here again. We're continuing our documentation of the 2025 Lovells Township Historical Society season. As you know, in the Trout Museum we're doing bamboo rod making, but we also have the schoolhouse where we're doing vintage quilting and fabric arts. Today we're at the Lovells Township Hall, and we're going to have a little short visit with the Loose Threads group, a quilting group that's been here in Lovells for many years. And the Lovells community is a very active culture of quilting and fabric art, so we're going to explore that a little bit. Arlene Swiss, one of the local quilters, has agreed to be the volunteer today to kind of escort us through the details of what's going on here with the Loose Threads group. Arlene?
Yeah, this is the Lovells Loose Threads, and we meet here at the Lovells Township Hall every Monday from 10 to 3, and sometimes we have 2, sometimes we have 30. We're a pretty lucrative group here. We sew, we bead, we knit, we crochet, just about any kind of needle arts, which is what the Historical Society is featuring this year. So let me introduce you to people.
Sure.
All right, this is Kathy. She's embroidering today. This is Julia. She has a mixed media going on. She has her crochet and her sewing and her folding of stars. Stars. Yeah. So yeah, you can see we got everything going on here.
Excellent. Thanks, Julia.
And this is Carol. And
I'm finishing this up. I hope in time for 4th of July.
well, it looks like you got a good start. Yeah.
Wow.
My machine does all the embroidery.
But you have to know how to use it.
So you have to program it.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Sewing machines can do everything now but cook dinner.
Yeah. And wash dishes.
That's true too.
Nicely done. Thank you for sharing.
And this is Gail, and she's just getting her stuff out to get sewn.
Gail.
And Pam. So they're part of the quilting group. We are. Yay, Lovells.
Doing the important part of unsewing.
Oh well, there's always
protection. Yeah, we're going backwards. Made some errors.
And this is Pam.
Hi.
And she's sewing. Oh, is this a puppy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I tried my hand at it. This is my very first one. I haven't stuffed him yet.
Yeah, he's a little skinny.
He's a little skinny, yeah.
And here we have Josephine, and she's got a crochet project here that she made.
This is a Swiftie.
Wow.
Taylor Swift dress, which is part of the craziness. And this is Karen.
Oh, just move about.
She's sewing away, and she's got an old, what do they call it? Featherweight machine. What's yours from? Yeah. And this is Sarah, and she has some more embroidery stuff that her machine does. Not this machine. Not this one. She has another featherweight. Originally they were all black, but Karen's husband paints them, so this is what paints.
This is a 1955 featherweight. They started making the featherweights in 1933, and they stopped making them sometime in the early 60s. But it comes with all kinds of accessories that allow you to do a lot of the things that all of the computerized machines do now. They were kind of ahead of their time.
And what year was that one made?
This is 1950. I have 3. I have a 35, a 45, and a 50.
Oh man, yeah. And this is Linda. She again has a featherweight.
I have a 50. 1950 is mine. And I only have one, unlike Sarah, who has 3.
Well, looks like that'll keep you busy.
Yes, yes.
That's me. Yeah, you can.
And I'm working on a Quilts of Valor project for my the other sewing group that I belong to. They make quilts.
Yes, Quilts of Valor.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a project we did last year. This is the Quilts of Valor quilt that we donate to their organization.
For who, I'm sorry?
Quilts of Valor.
Okay.
So yeah, we did this is a group, and yeah, it turned out good, and it's a good charitable organization. Okay, this is Brenda. She's doing cross stitch, and then there's Rocket. And Rocket saying hi. Hi. Yes.
I don't know, UPS or somebody with
Her cross stitches is of the last.
We couldn't hear the dog, but she could.
Oh, wow.
They're transcribing.
Wow.
Probably be nasty if the door
I
got
need the
open.
detail. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Lillian and we have Bonnie.
And look at that.
And this one, I just finished that one.
Those are those long-haired cows.
Yep, they're the cows.
That's too funny.
And now I'm working on a deer. So,
I'm just going back and forth.
you are doing fine.
Oh my
Yep,
gosh.
doing fine, yes.
So that's a pattern you're working from?
This is the pattern, and it's gonna look like this. Yep.
Wow.
She raises Burmese dogs, and that's on the quilt. Or
Yeah.
the crochet item there.
This is crochet, yeah. But yeah, we raise Bernese mountain dogs, yep.
And this is Jean over here, and she's working on her quilting project.
Hi, Jean.
I'm working on a pattern. I'm taking a class on how to design a quilt.
So every Monday.
Every Monday.
And this,
Yeah.
I think our group is just a part of, there are a lot of other quilters and fabric artists and creative people in Lovells that are not we're not a guild or organized, we're very loose. That anybody's in
Loose
can
threads.
come, but there are other people in the community who are doing beautiful
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
Beautiful
beautifully
stuff.
talented people, for sure. Yeah.
And we learn something every week from somebody here, every week.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, ladies.
Well, thanks.
It's been nice.
Thank you, Marlene.
Welcome.
Thank you all.
Thanks. The schoolhouse is featuring thread arts this year, so we have quite a good selection of items in here that people have shared, from quilts to doilies to those tablecloths. We have machine pieced quilts, hand quilted, hand pieced, cross stitch. We have a quilt in the back there that we're encouraging people to put a knot in to tie the 3 layers together. Okay, well, this is a machine pieced quilt that's fishing oriented fabrics, or hunting up north, I guess would be a better description.
That's a, what do they call that when you get the material already has a pattern in it and you just sew it together?
Oh, a panel,
Panel.
That
That's opposed to
border.
the one behind it that's been cut and pieced, right?
right. See, you know your quilts and stuff. You've been hanging around your wife too.
So when you say a machine piece, does that mean it's been put together on a sewing machine?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
instead of being hand stitched.
Right.
Okay.
And most of them, that one's been machined, but now the older ones, before there was even thoughts of machine, everything was done by hand. The piecing was done by hand, the quilting was done by hand. These two are a perfect example of that. You can see the quilting is what puts the layers together. There's a backing and a batting in the center, and then the quilt top itself. And the quilting is what holds the layers together, and this one was all quilted by hand. And pieced by hand, because it's old. And the same, this one is old, it was pieced by hand, but this one is the tied quilt. You tied the layers together.
Okay, so when you see the loose threads
The little
hanging,
threads.
those are the ties.
Yeah, those are the ties. And that's what we're encouraging on this quilt. We've got the little needle and thread and the embroidery hoop to encourage people to put a tie in it. Actually replicating this quilt right now. I'm hand piecing it.
Really,
Yeah, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so pretty.
a lot of work.
It is. Yeah. But kind of like with rod building, it's an obsession. Can't quit. Doesn't matter how many quilts you have.
So how old is this piece?
Oh boy, it's probably from the 30s, I would bet. The fabrics look like they would be from the 30s. And this is a good example of the machine quilting that we can do now. Our machines can do just about anything. I mean, you could hand quilt that too, but you'd be there a while. A really, really long time.
Well, machines can do, like you said, they can do most anything, and they
Oh man,
can range
yeah.
from an old singer to a,
Yeah, just like any hobby, you can spend as little or as much as you want on them.
Margaret Douglas in the photo there.
Oh, is it really?
She was a school teacher here one time.
Oh my gosh, I never met her. She was in the house when we bought in '88.
Oh.
But by the time, now that's cross stitch. But by the time we moved up here in '95, she had already gone to an assisted living.
Yes, it's worth mentioning that this was actually a one-room schoolhouse from Lovells. It used to be down at Jackson Hole, which there's, Margie Thompson and some of the other older residents actually attended this school when they were that age.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
We got the Swinging L's over there, a square dance club that was in Lovells for
Oh
who knows how
gosh,
many
that's
years.
right.
Tammy Doobie surprised us with that one at the last meeting.
Oh, funny.
I don't really know much about it.
And really, the loose threads kind of originated from they had a wood carving group up here. And it was just a bunch of older gentlemen. And I decided I wanted to try my hand at wood carving. So it was the older guys and me, I call it the old men group. But the old guys, their wives would come with them to carve. And it was Judy Fuller and myself and let's see, I'm going to try to come up with the names now. June Hartwig and Vi Bigford. And three of the wives, their husbands, wood carved. And so Judy Fuller was such a group to
Daryl
get
was there.
together.
Yeah, he was a great carver. Yeah, he did really good.
And so we decided that we need to get together besides the guys getting together. And so we started sewing. So we'd just go to each other's houses for quite a while. And then the group grew, like you mentioned, Margie Thompson came in and Lois Cummings. And again, we just continued to go to each other's houses. And of course, we had to serve lunch, because we couldn't go somewhere without eating and not in Lovells. And
To mention wine.
yeah, no, there wasn't any of that. We just ate. And so yeah, but then our group got too big, so we did meet at the Douglas House, the North Branch Outing Club a lot, because Judy was a founding member and she owned it. And so we'd go there and sew there. And then we had retreats. We still do retreats once a year. We have them actually at the Township Hall now, and we can have up to 20 people in there. Probably have more, but 20 is comfortable amount. But so yeah, that's kind of the history of our little group. It's been
Nice.
It's been good, and we have downstate people that come to our retreats that have been friends of friends that just really enjoy the women and the camaraderie. And so yeah, it's a good little group.
All right. It's a pretty active hobby here.
Yeah, well, we all moved up here because of our husbands, so we had to get together and find something that we enjoyed doing together. So it worked.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.